We all have both agreed, and I feel like most people, if you're looking at the list on here, are all going to agree. Drew Brees and Larry Fitzgerald this is their first year on there, and I don't think they'll be on this list for very long because I think they're getting in first ballot, first time Hall of Fame. What's you guys' thoughts on Drew Brees and Larry Fitzgerald?
These guys were basically top three at their position for well over a decade, and they were offense. If they weren't in the MVP running, which unfortunately, Drew Brees, I think his biggest shortcomings that he never won MVP in his career. He was offensive player of the year. He was always that number 2 guy behind the Peyton Mannings, the Tom Bradys, but he was one of the greatest prolific passers of all time. Highest completion percentage, one of the highest completion percentages of any quarterback, and at such a small stature. Like, he could just get the ball out to his receivers where they needed it to, and he was responsible for, I believe, the majority of the 5,000-yard seasons in league history. And then Larry Fitzgerald, hands like glue. What more you need to say? You threw it to him, he was going to catch it. There was nothing you were going to do to get it out of his hands. So, easy picks.
Well, Larry Fitzgerald, just like BC said, man, top 3 in his position for over a decade. Bro. Same thing with Drew Brees. But Larry here, man, 5 seasons that he had 100+ receptions. 9 seasons where he had 1,000+ receiving yards. 5 seasons where he had 10+ TDs, and he was the heart and soul of that Arizona Cardinals offense for more than a decade. And when it comes to Drew Brees, man, very underrated at his position because of his height. He was like, 5'7", 5'8", maybe 5'9". You could barely see over the offensive line where guys are 6'5" to 6'8", 300 and something pounds, so you can't see over them, you can't see to the right of them, you can't see to the left of them. And with that being said, he had 14 seasons with the Saints, right? That throwing 24 or more passing TDs. Only threw for under 2,000 yards once in 19 years that he's been playing. He's the Super Bowl champion, and he holds the record, the second spot in NFL history of most passing TDs with 571, right behind the GOAT Tom Brady. And Tom Brady had 649.